Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is my first video since COVID-19. My brows can speak for my situation. I haven't tweezed my brows in about 2 months. I think the last time I tweezed my brows was late February and we're now in May. So I decided to, why not make a tutorial on how I tweeze my brows. So let's get into it real quick. My brows don't seem to be as thick as how they were before. If you look here, I have a little invisible line happening here. I think I've tweezed that area so many times that the hair just isn't growing back properly. So the first thing I would do is brush or comb my eyebrows naturally. I'm using an old spoolie from one of the mascaras that I don't use anymore. I actually did a review on this. I think this was the elf mascara that I did a review on. I'll link that video in the description box. I comb it out just to ensure I know where I want to tweeze. I do not tweeze in between my brows or at the top of them because I like to go for a natural looking brow. So I just literally take hair from this section of the brow. Here I like it when it's full and thick, so I don't touch there, and then when I have to put my makeup on, that's when I would use concealer to neaten up those sections. I have my trusty Avon mirror. I've had this for about 11 years. And then I'm just going to start pulling from the bottom. This tweezer, I do not know or remember the brand of it, but it's made in China. Blah, it says that on the inside. And the tip is very sharp. A lot of tweezers are like the qualities tweezers that are like one metallic thing, and then the edges don't look as sharp, but some of them are effective. I found this one in the Dollar General and it's been working quite okay for me thus far. It's not the best tweezer that I've had, but I make it work. Now the thing about tweezing your eyebrows after you haven't tweezed them for 2 months is that you're going to be in a lot of pain. And I may not take out all of that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I like to, and this is how I tweeze. I notice that when you use, okay, so this is slanted, and I notice that when you pull from the top instead of pulling from the bottom, when you want to get into like intricate areas, the top works much better. So I'm going to pull it like this, if you can see. So I'm using the top. Look, this is the top, and I'm going to slant it like this, and I'm going to just get into those areas, and I'm going to pull. Ouch. So that's the first one out, and then I'm just going to keep pulling. Oh, I'm feeling it. Oh my goodness. Now this eyebrow is kind of funny. I don't like coming all the way up here and tweezing it, but if I don't, let's say I just tweeze down here, it always looks as though, like in Guyana you would say you jib out your eyebrow, like there's a missing spot in your eyebrow or a bald spot, and it's kind of complicated for me to work with this eyebrow, but I'll try my best. So I'll just, oh my goodness, I'll just try start from the bottom and I'll come across, and then as I finish a segment I can literally look into the camera and see if I want to work with that. I am not using, as I said, I'm not going like this. I'm actually going like this. It's much easier like that, in my opinion. In terms of shaping, everyone likes their eyebrow with a different shape. The shape that I like to go with is like a really deep arch on this, what do you call this part of your eye, on the bone here. I like when it comes all the way up, so that when you like contour it with concealer and then you give it definition, it just comes all the way up and your eyebrows are just like mad crazy. But this little patch here kind of is avoiding me from doing that, so I'm going to see how best I can work around it. Some people tweeze here and the top and like every section of their eyebrow. As I said, I like going for a natural look, so that's not my thing. And a lot of people usually tell me that, oh, I like your eyebrows, who did them and whatever. And I would usually tell them all I do to my eyebrows are take out from this section, nowhere else. And it gives me a nice beautiful arch. Now if you don't have a lot of eyebrows and you just take out from everywhere, you do not see that arch effect. So a lot of times when I like tweeze my friends' eyebrows, especially those who don't have a lot of eyebrows like me, I have to just tell them, you know, I just take from here and it gives them a nice raised look. And you can see the effect already. Look at here in comparison to here. You see you have that nice arch coming into effect. And there's that patch coming in. When I put my makeup on, I have to use like eye pencil and fill it in. I can't recall ever having always had a patch there, but whatever. I'm just working with it. I can take the patch out if I decide to just take all of this out. Like if I take all of this section out, that patch would just disappear, but I don't want that much hair to come off my eyebrows. I also have an eyebrow tutorial of how I do my brows when I'm doing my makeup, and I'll link that in the description also. Okay, so this eyebrow I'll take more time with this because this one has more hair. And I really used to have thicker, fuller eyebrows, but I guess years of tweezing and waxing them kind of like stunted that my follicles. Am I saying it correctly? And I don't think hair is growing back to the fullest effect. I think 2 months is enough to grow back your eyebrows, isn't it? And I think it's been more than 2 months because today's May 10th. It's Mother's Day also, so happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers, and happy Mother's Day to all the men who act as moms. There are great fathers out there who have to play mommy and daddy role also. So happy Mother's Day to you if you're watching this video and you're a mother or a father who acts as a mom also. And I'm using the same section that I'm using. That would be this end instead of putting it flat on my skin. And another reason why I don't like putting it flat on my skin like this is because it pinches me sometimes. Like sometimes I do this and it pinches the hell out of me. And I find that when I use this section like this, I don't get pinched and it's very effective in taking the hair out. I just took out a few and look, my arch is perfect and I'm not even done. Now I could give it like a curvier arch, but I really like this. It looks more natural to me that way. So I just took it out in like a straightish curvy line thing happening here. For some reason this part of the eyebrow isn't working with this tip, so I have to go flat and take the chance of pinching myself. So I'm going flat. I wish you could see what I'm really doing here. My camera isn't the best, but basically I'm grabbing the hair and pulling. Just grab and I'm pulling. And I'm trying not to pinch myself, which is kind of hard. Ooh, look at that. I don't like that one, but this one is nice. I literally made a perfect arch here. This eyebrow, as I said, it's not gonna look as perfect as this one because of the patch that I have, but this one came out pretty nice as always. And even here, like, I would take eye pencil and fill that out. And I'm done tweezing my brows. Don't forget to check out that tutorial of how I do my makeup, my brows when I'm doing my makeup. I'll link that somewhere on the screen or as I said in the description. And I hope this was helpful to you. I'll see you in the next one.